Hey everyone, it's CL. Welcome back to my channel. And recently I was able to finish my second readathon of the year, which is Bookentine, and that was put on by Tea and Titles. They have a blog, so I will link them down below. They had 3 challenges, so I decided, hey, seems pretty easy, so why not go ahead and participate in this readathon for the first time. And then when I went to their blog and kind of read what the challenges were and what the readathon was all about, I learned that it was like a contemporary readathon, and my initial reaction was kind of like, ugh, I don't really like contemporary the majority of the time. I have to really be in the mood for it, and I started thinking like maybe I should not participate in this. But I decided, you know what, that's kind of the purpose of readathons for me, is to kind of push me out of my comfort zone, read things I normally wouldn't read. So I decided, you know what, let me go ahead and participate in this. There's only 3 challenges, so why not? I was able to complete all 3 challenges, so let me go through them and let you know what I ended up reading. The first challenge is read a book with red or pink on the cover, and I chose the book 9 Women, 1 Dress, and I kind of chose it on a whim because I was just looking for some sort of contemporary that has red or pink on the cover, and I came across 9 Women, 1 Dress, and this is a book about different perspectives of all these women, and their experiences are all centered around this special dress. I was surprised with how much I liked it. I mean, I really liked it. I felt like I was a fly on the wall, and I was able to witness these scandalous lives of other people, and that's what I really enjoyed. I would come across the story of each woman, and I was really interested in finding out how their story would come together and how all of the characters are intertwined. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. So in that sense, Bookentine, if it wasn't for Bookentine, I wouldn't have read this book. I wouldn't have even considered picking it up because it just doesn't seem like something that would be appealing to me, but I was pleasantly surprised with how much I liked it. The second challenge is read a book by an author you haven't read before, and I decided to read Binge by Tyler Oakley. And if you're not familiar with who Tyler Oakley is, he is a YouTuber. He's a very popular YouTuber with millions and millions of subscribers. And under normal circumstances, I shy away from like books written by YouTubers just because for me it doesn't really seem appealing. Like if I wanted to know about them, I would tend to like watch their YouTube videos, but I decided to go ahead and read Tyler Oakley's book, and that is another one that I am pleasantly surprised with how much I liked it. I thought he did a really great job. He has said that he doesn't use a ghostwriter, but I really like his book. It kind of portrays his personality. There are some stories in there that might not be your cup of tea, but I thought it was totally fascinating, and I really enjoyed his sense of humor. So yes, another book that I really enjoyed. 4 stars. And the last challenge was read a book featuring mental illness or a disability, and I kind of had trouble finding a book that fit this criteria, and I started with one book, but I wasn't really enjoying it, and I found it kind of boring, so I decided to scrap it, and I went to my library and in search for a book that fit the criteria I needed, and I came across the book Finding Audrey. And this is a book that I've heard about on Booktube many times, but it's one of those books that I had 0 interest in picking up because it just didn't sound interesting or a book for me. So I decided to read it though because it fit the criteria that I needed for the readathon, and it seemed like an easy read. And it is about a girl who suffers from like severe anxiety to the point where she doesn't like to leave her house, and she wears like very dark sunglasses. And to tell you the truth, I didn't like the book very much at all. There was some parts in there that were relatable because I suffer from severe anxiety, but for overall, I did not like the book because it felt like her problems were solved too easily. One of the things that you will hear is like, oh, well, she meets a boy and all her problems are solved. Essentially, that is how they kind of made it seem like in the book. One of the things that really bothered me about the book was when they were in Starbucks, her boyfriend challenges her to like approach a stranger and talk to a stranger. And the third time she does it, she's like, oh, I feel so great. I'm 90% cured of my anxiety. And I just thought this was totally laughable. As someone who really does have severe anxiety, and I can only speak for myself, I, on a daily basis, force myself to go out there and talk to people and interact with the public on a daily basis. The majority of my life, I have done this, okay? You're not going to be cured your third time doing it. I am not cured. I would never say that since I have done this the majority of my life that I'm 90% cured. No, my anxiety is still there. It's still at a 10, but it's like a way that I cope. I can do it, but on the inside, I still feel miserable. So that is just one thing that I really didn't like, is that how they portrayed anxiety, right? That it's so easily fixed. And for someone who really does suffer from anxiety, I hate that they did that because I could only wish that it would be so easy, you know? So overall, I did not like the book at all. I think I gave it a 2 or a 1 star. I don't remember. But yeah. So those are the books that I read for Bookentine. That is my second readathon of the year. I'm hoping to keep the trajectory going. I'm having so much fun with readathons. I think this is my year of readathons, so I'm just going to keep going. There's lots of readathons coming up, and I'm just going to keep participating and see how I do. So yes, that is what I read for Bookentine. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later.